This is the pregame show brought to you by Elk Supply Ace Home Center. Ace is the helpful place in Sayre, located on North Broadway. Visit elksupply.com. Okay, joining us tonight is the head coach of the Sayre Lady Eagles softball team, Michael Ann Nelson. Coach, thanks for taking some time to visit with us. How are you doing tonight?
I'm awesome. It's a nice day. It's a little windy, but it's nice. Good weather.
Yeah. You'll always take the heat over the cold, right?
Yes, for sure.
So, well, Coach, for those folks that are watching tonight that don't live around here, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so I am from a small town, Perry, Oklahoma. I went to Frontier High School, and then after Frontier, I went to Warner, Oklahoma at Connor State, played softball there on a full ride. And then after that, I progressed and went to Fort Hays State in Hays, Kansas, and went on to play softball there, got my teaching degree, and I landed in Sayre, Oklahoma.
That's a long way away. How did you manage to get all the way to Sayre?
You know, I had lots of interviews. I did, but Sayre just stood out to me. Coach Rich, actually, Brian Richardson, reached out. He got my phone number and called, and he said he'd love to have me up. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. Let's go out to Western Oklahoma. And automatically I fell in love with campus. Sayre's campus is beautiful. Their field is awesome. I like the small town aspect. That's how I grew up. So it really just sparked an interest in me.
Now, I know that he took you to lunch.
Yes.
That was at my restaurant. So I am taking credit for you coming to.
Yes, there you go. It was a good
lunch.
chicken salad.
Thank you very much.
It was a great chicken salad.
So let's talk about your season. How did it go?
You know, it was awesome. We had so much growth. We're a young team. We actually ended regular season with a winning season, and I think that's the first time in a long time for Sayre. And just the girls being able to see that growth, I think it'll continue to go on. We're young. I think my whole outfield is sophomores. We had 2 seniors, which we will dearly miss. They were great leaders. But overall, from last year going into this year, it was huge growth. We didn't give up at all. We stayed in games. And just the mental aspect, which is huge, that's the main thing we're trying to focus on is mental. It's 100% better.
I can say, I can verify that, having got to umpire some of your softball games last year and this year. Even the first game of the season this year, you could tell right away that there was massive improvement in the entire team, not just a few kids, but the entire team.
Right. The culture's a lot better. They're bought in, which is huge.
So you mentioned the seniors, Addie Mariano and Emily Easter. Why don't you talk a little bit about those 2 young ladies?
Oh, my goodness. I love these 2 seniors. They stepped up in huge roles. Honestly, they're the best leaders on the field. They'll chew you if you need to be chewed, but they'll also give you praise if you deserve praise. They just gave their 100% effort every game, and that's what I'm going to miss the most. And they're just great kids. They're great to be around.
You're going to have some big shoes to fill with Emily behind the plate.
Yes, 100%.
Of all the games that I called the last 2 years, I'd say she's in the top 3 of catchers. The girl that catches for Weatherford, she's going to play college ball. And there was somebody else that I don't remember that was right. Emily was right in line with her, but they were definitely a step above most of the folks. I used to hate getting behind the plate because you never know how many times you're going to get hit with a foul ball. But I never worried about it with Emily because she was just going to take care of me and
She's
do her
doing
job.
Everything. Yep, she does everything she can.
Yeah. So I know it's way early to be talking about next year, but why don't you talk a little bit about what you've got coming up from 8th graders into the high school and what your expectations are.
Right. So my expectations are to even have a better season. We have about 4 or 5 8th graders coming up. We have Jaylee Gloria, which is a huge power hitter. She's a wall on the field. Ember Holland, which plays some travel ball. Bella Silk, Payson Dameron. And they're all going to help us. They have potential. They have the potential to start for us on the high school squad because they're bought in. They work hard, 100%. And just, I think if the girls stay bought in, which I think the younger ones are, there is a huge and bright future for Sayre. I expect to have an even better season next year.
Yeah. And pitching's going to be good for you for a little while to come.
Right.
Peyton, she's a sophomore, is
Yes,
that right?
yep.
And Rain's a freshman.
Yes.
I've played ball all my life with Rippetoes, and I've never known a Rippeto that couldn't throw the ball.
Right.
And so I know she's going to be an outstanding pitcher for you in the
Yes.
future, and everything I saw out of Peyton, same thing.
Yeah, Rain is just really gritty. She's gritty. She wants to get better. If something's not working, she's going to do everything she can to fix it.
One of the things that I noticed that was a little different from this year, from last year, was it looked like you put the ball, it bunted a lot more, played a little more speed as opposed to power.
Right.
Is that is that the way you'd rather play, or you rather play with the power, or what was the style? What's the style that you'd like to play with?
Honestly, I just go with our advantages, and our advantage right now is we're a very speedy team, so we're going to take advantage of that. If we can lay down a bunt, we're going to get on every time because we're just speedy. I wouldn't say we have that much power hitters, but we can put the ball in play, and if it's a slow grounder, we're getting on.
Yeah.
And we're stealing every base we can. We're taking every extra base. I like speedy play. It makes the game go quick. It makes it entertaining. So I like it.
Yeah, and I think it keeps the girls involved in the game.
Right.
Or anybody, for that matter. Umpires.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get umpires that if they're standing out there and it's ball after ball after ball and it's walk
Yeah,
after
it's
walk,
slow.
it slows the game down and makes it
Yes.
tough to concentrate.
Right.
So.
It's just a better atmosphere.
Yes, for sure. Anybody that we haven't talked about that you'd like to kind of highlight that had a good year?
I think Ava Woods, which is our starting center fielder, she's a sophomore. She is the most improved on the softball team. I got so many compliments from her, from other coaches, other parents, just really bragging on her. She's quick. She covers so much range. In the outfield, she can make great plays, and she's just gritty. I can't brag enough on Ava.
No.
She's just good. She has the potential to play college ball.
Oh, yeah?
If she wants to play college ball, she'll get there.
That's good. That's
Yes.
real good.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about the importance of slow pitch softball, because a lot of folks kind of have the thought process that slow pitch is just for kids that don't play fast pitch or kids that aren't very athletic. But I think, I'm guessing you're going to agree, that there's a lot that can be accomplished during slow pitch season.
Oh, yeah. I encourage every single one of my fast pitch girls to play slow pitch, because slow pitch is just extra practice, extra reps, especially on the defensive side. You're getting, and those balls are getting so hit so hard at you. It's such good practice to take. So many good reps. And it doesn't mess up your swing on slow pitch. You just stay back. It makes you patient, and then just throw your hands.
Well, and learning how to place the ball.
Right, right.
There's a lot of times when you got a runner on third base and you need a ball hit to the right side of the field. It's easy to practice that in slow pitch. Learning this is where I need to hit the ball.
Yeah.
I don't have to have coach tell me.
Right.
I just learn, okay, runner on third, less than 2 outs, I need to get him home. I need to hit the ball to the right side.
Yes, situations.
And then defensively, knowing where the ball needs to go.
Right.
Who the right cutoff person is, so on and so forth. So I encourage everybody to get out there
me too.
and play slow pitch. You got any plays you want us to pass on to Coach Hickson tonight?
I think Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball, and beat Hooker.
Beat Hooker.
Hooker.
Yeah.
Send him back home.
Well, that was your last win, right? Was against Hooker?
Yeah. Yes.
In regionals?
Right, yes.
And we didn't talk any about regionals, but you had a pretty tough draw.
Yeah, we pulled number 1 in Class 2A as a 3 seed.
Yeah. I saw that, and I was like, that was Dale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dale.
It's a Dale.
Dale's a perennial powerhouse in pretty much everything, right?
Right, yes.
So that was tough. But you played Cashin?
Crescent.
Crescent.
We played Crescent and Hooker.
And you were pretty tough against Crescent.
Yes, we stayed in the game. We did not get run rolled, which I think last year we would have expected to get run rolled, but this year we expected to stay in the game and win and get to that regional championship game, which was good.
Well, that'll be the goal next year is to get past regionals, host a regional. That would be awesome.
Yes, get number 1 seed, yes.
Yeah, and folks, you know, if you're thinking about sponsoring Eagle Athletics so it can be on TV, think about this, because if we can get enough of this, maybe we can get softball on TV also. And I'd love to be able to call softball games as opposed to umpiring them. So that'd be a great thing if you could support the broadcast, and maybe we can get the tournament.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that would be awesome to get the.
If it doesn't rain.
If it doesn't rain, y'all did a heck of a job working through that.
Yes, we tried.
But just too much rain.
Right.
Wrong week. So, well, Coach Nelson, I appreciate you coming on short notice too, and let's do this next year, and let's try to make this a weekly deal.
Right. I agree.
And so that way we can keep everybody up to date with what's going on with the Lady Eagles.
Sweet. Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach. We'll be back. You're watching Sayre High School Sports, powered by Right Dot Media.
I toured here my junior